Good day. Today I want to talk to you about how you can be managed in a really effective and helpful way. Good day. My name is Matthew Yule from Leading with Nice, where we want to help you inspire others, build loyalty, and get results. Now, the other day, Jamie, who is the content manager here at Leading with Nice, said to me, Hey, Matt, I would really appreciate it if you would stop mentioning specific dates and times in the videos you make, because there's times that I've wanted to take some of that content and repurpose it and use it again, which is brilliant, by the way, and I'm really thankful I have Jamie on staff to think this way. He said, but like, you'll mention something and like, oh, now it's like super old and it feels off. And I said, of course, I'll thank you for bringing that to my attention. And what it also brought to my attention was that, I'm kind of happy that we've created an environment here at Leading with Nice where somebody who on the organizational chart is junior can bring up an improvement and not really be worried about being chastised or told why they're wrong. And they actually have a belief that it will be implemented. So you might be sitting there and thinking, oh, well, anybody can do that at my organization as well. And while that technically might be true, I would like to ask you the question, is that believed to be true by those who might be, again, lower on the organizational chart? And one of the ways you can just right now quickly determine if you are creating that environment is how you respond to new ideas. And I actually learned this from somebody who used it really well. And when I look back, I'm like, oh yeah, this is exactly what they were doing. Whenever I would bring a new idea, and I was junior to this person, they would respond with, wow, that's really interesting. And when I look at how they could have responded with a new idea, they could have actually, instead of responding with wow, they could have responded with how. They could have immediately said to me, well, how would we do that? And how do you see it implemented? Now, that could have been done with an encouraging and investigative way. However, can you imagine that person bringing an idea and you immediately, instead of saying like, wow, that is really great, like, thanks for thinking that way, and that's, I really appreciate that you have these ideas in your head, you're saying, well, how do you think we could do it? Like, map it out for me right here. When you do that, you're risking a few things. One, you're risking that the person may not have actually thought entirely through the idea they're bringing forward and how to implement it. But they feel it's the right thing to do. And part of the reason they're bringing it to you is they respect your ability to see things through clearly and to be able to map out, this idea into a practical application. And also when you ask them how they're going to do that, how comes with intrinsically a bit of disbelief, right? It comes with a bit of, well, how are you going to do that? How is that actually possible? There's a seed of doubt. But when you say, wow, you're communicating, one, that you've just been inspired by them, that they've thought of something that you haven't, which, for somebody who's junior, that's a great feeling to think, oh man, I actually taught the boss something today. That's an amazing feeling. And the third thing is, you're really creating a culture where all ideas are worthy of being shared. Now, I can tell you, without a doubt, less than 10% of the ideas I brought to that boss got implemented. And some of them were crazy. I'm glad they weren't implemented. But some of them were really good and they got shelved for various reasons. And 1 out of 10 would eventually become reality. So when we talk about managing up, one of the simplest ways you can create an environment to allow yourself to be managed up, which will help you long term, is instead of asking how, start by asking wow. And you can think right now to the last time somebody brought an idea to you and how you responded. And that will give you a good indication of knowing whether you've created an environment where you are able to be managed up, which will ultimately make you and the organization you're working for or leading better. For more on this topic, visit leadingwithnice.com. I would love to talk with you as a leader about how you can create this culture and how you can create an environment where you're allowing your reports and people that work with and for you to really thrive. So again, just reach out to us through our website, and I'll see you in the next video.